Sir's not giving us music. Strawberries, cherries, and an angel's kiss in spring. I'm waiting here for the sound. हाँ, it's looking all right. तुम्हारा फैला क्यों दिया इन्होंने? She has to merge it. है ना? वो दूर जाओ मेरे Sir, give us the chord, then we shall sing. Hello, stranger. Ooh. Hello, stranger. Her voice has to be very, very low, like this. Hello, stranger. Hello, stranger. Today I'm in danger.
नहीं बस 10-15 मिनट के लिए
गलियों में झूमे नाचे गाए हम। वो दिन भी आए तेरे वृंदावन में आए हम। ओ तुम्हारे चरणों में अपने सर को झुकाए हम। ओ ब्रज गलियों में झूमे नाचे गाए हम। ओ मेरी सारी उम्र वृंदावन में तमाम हो जाए। मेरी सारी उम्र वृंदावन में तमाम हो जाए। ओ जुबां पे राधा 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 नाम हो जाए। ओ जुबां पे राधा 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 नाम हो जाए। ओ किशोरी कुछ ऐसा इंतजाम हो जाए। वृंदावन के वृक्ष को मरम न जाने को। डार डार और बात बात पे श्री राधे राधे हो। श्री राधे राधे हो। श्री राधे राधे श्री राधे। ओ श्री राधे राधे श्री राधे। ओ श्री राधे ओ श्री राधे ओ श्री राधे ओ श्री राधे आ श्री राधे राधे श्री राधे। ओ श्री राधे राधे श्री राधे। अरमान मेरे दिल का मिटा क्यों नहीं देती। ओ सरकार वृंदावन में बुला क्यों नहीं लेती। दीदार भी होता रहे हर वक्त बार बार। ओ दीदार भी होता रहे हर वक्त बार ऐसा इंतजाम हो जाए। श्री वृंदावन वास मिले, अब यही हमारी आशा है। यमुना तट छाँव कुंजन की हो, जहाँ रसिकों का वासा है। हो, जहाँ रसिकों का वासा है। सेवा कुंज मनोहर निधि बन, जहाँ एक रस बारह मासा है। ललित किशोरी अब ये दिल बस उस युगल रूप का प्यासा है। ओ युगल रूप का प्यासा है। किशोरी कुछ ऐसा इंतजाम हो जाए। ओ जुबां पे राधा 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 नाम हो जाए। ओ जुबां पे राधा 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 नाम हो जाए। ओ किशोरी कुछ ऐसा इंतजाम हो जाए।
Hello, G. Hello.
राधे श्री राधे राधे श्री राधे। ओ श्री राधे श्री राधे राधे श्री राधे। ओ श्री राधे श्री राधे। ओ श्री राधे श्री राधे। ओ श्री राधे श्री राधे। ओ श्री
Hello, G.
श्री राधे।
Hello, G.
राधे श्री राधे राधे श्री राधे।
Hello, G. Hello.
ओ श्री राधे श्री राधे राधे श्री राधे।
Hello. Hello, G. Hello. Hello, G. Hello, testing G. 1, 2. Hello. Hello, G. Hello, G. Hello. Hello, G.
किशोरी तेरे चरणन में, श्री राधे तेरे चरणन में। ओ किशोरी तेरे चरणन में, श्री राधे तेरे चरणन में। मैं तो आई वृंदावन धाम, मैं तो आई वृंदावन धाम। किशोरी तेरे चरणन में। ब्रज वृंदावन की महारानी।
Hello, G. Hello. Hello. Hello.
मुक्ति भी जहाँ भरती पानी। ओ मुक्ति भी जहाँ भरती पानी। तेरे चरण पड़े चारों धाम, तेरे चरण पड़े चारों धाम। किशोरी तेरे चरणन में। किशोरी तेरे चरणन में, श्री राधे तेरे चरणन में, ओ किशोरी तेरे चरणन में, श्री राधे तेरे चरणन में। मैं तो आई वृंदावन धाम, मैं तो आई वृंदावन धाम, किशोरी तेरे चरणन में।
लाइट
पूरा कर।
हाँ पूरा ठीक है। दिल पे मत लेना माधुरी।
According to Plato, the secret of a rich life is to have more beginnings than endings. A very good evening to all. Each day is a new life. What we call memories is really the present moment. For no one has ever lived in any moment but the present. And this moment today is made very special for us with this august audience. It is indeed a proud privilege and honor to have Rani Sahiba as our chief guest for the evening. I wholeheartedly welcome you, Rani Sahiba. It was very kind of you to accept our invitation to grace the occasion despite having a hectic schedule. Rani Pratibha Singh Ji is a past pupil of the school, and we can proudly proclaim that she is a Loretoite who has gone places in the field of politics. After her schooling here, Rani Sahiba graduated from Government College for Women, Chandigarh. Rani Pratibha Singh's achievements include being elected the Member of Parliament to the Lok Sabha in the year 2004 and 2013 from the Mandi parliamentary constituency. Rani Sahiba has also shouldered the responsibility of being the Vice President of the Himachal Pradesh Congress Committee from 1996 to 1998. Presently, Rani Sahiba is the Vice Chairperson of the Indian Red Cross of Himachal Pradesh State Branch. Rani Sahiba since 1994 is a member of the Association for Social Health in India, Himachal Pradesh Branch. Rani Sahiba's special interests lie in serving the poor, the needy and the oppressed section of the society. These activities conform to the Loreto values and ideals. Rani Sahiba's favorite pastime is reading and gardening, very ideal to be in the company of books and nature. Being married to Raja Veerbhadra Singh Ji, the Honorable Chief Minister of the state, keeps Rani Ji fully occupied and also connected to the masses. I wish Rani Ji all the best for her future endeavors. Once again, welcome Rani Ji. I also take this opportunity to welcome all the distinguished guests, the heads of school, the members of the school managing committee, our benefactors, and all our dear parents who are our pillars of strength and support. A very warm welcome to all of you. Children are jewels dropped from heaven, and seeing your children on stage will give you great joy and satisfaction. The annual concert is like a family celebration, so please feel welcomed and happy. Welcome once again.
Namaskar, good evening. A man should hear a little music, read a little poetry, and see a fine picture from time to time, so that the worldly cares may not obliterate the sense of the beautiful which God has implanted in the human soul. The last quarter of the year seems to be more enjoyable because most of the festivals come at the time when the weather gods turn more benign. And what better way can there be to begin the festive fervor with the Shera and the Diwali being round the corner than by plunging into the mood of enjoying the concert, a cohesive effort to mirror our enterprise and endeavor. The annual concert is the most inspiring and energizing experience for all of us. And it is truly gratifying to see the amateur artists, some of them making their debut on stage today, and the others enthusiastically churning out their creativity to showcase their remarkable precision and equanimity. Not only is there a right to be happy, there is a duty to be happy. So, dear audience, rid your mind of all tangled thoughts, and as the curtain rises and the stage comes alive and becomes vibrant with the exotic performance of your young wards, you can sit back and revel in the warm glow of happiness. So seize the hour and savor the mesmerizing delights of the evening. The Taming of the Shrew by William Shakespeare is one of the best comedies. The play highlights the difference between two sisters, Catherine and Bianca, daughters of Signor Baptista of Padua. Catherine had an angry temperament, while Bianca is gentle. A gentleman from Padua, Petruchio, takes on the challenge of taming the shrew into a meek and manageable wife. A humble request to please switch off your mobiles as they hinder with the sound system. Thank you. You can sit back as the curtain rises.
What's so good about this morning? Mind your own business, please. Oh my God! What a temper she has! Oh, what is that? I'm feeling hungry. Let me buy something. Don't please, sure, ma'am.
Well, Bianca loves music.
And I love Bianca.
What? What are you saying, Lucentio? And what do you mean?
Well, Juliet, will you help me?
Help you? How can I help you?
Well, I can be Bianca's music teacher.
A music teacher? Well, I really don't know.
Juliet, please help me.
Let's just figure out something.
Petruchio, my friend, I'm exhausted now. I can't move an inch more. We need to stay and rest here for a few days.
Well, it's a fine town, Padua. I think we can stay here for a while.
Sir, you seem to be a new face. Have you come visiting for the first time?
Well, yes, I have come here for the very first time. But my gut tells me this won't be the last.
What about you, sir?
Well, I came here with my father when I was a kid, but I have vague memories.
My town? Bright town. My curiosity wants to know. That is, if you don't mind, which I'm sure you won't. What draws you to Padua, sir?
Well, I think God willed it this way. Adventure is in my blood and challenges I love to encounter. So here I am in Padua to add an experience to the existing list of adventures.
You seem to be a spirited man. Maybe some spirits I have can enhance your spirits further.
Well, thank you for the generous offer, sir. But I would be obliged if you could provide me with some mouth-watering, appetizing starters. I mean, highlights of your town that would satisfy my starved for adventure attitude.
Sir, could I know your name and where you hail from?
Well, my name is Petruchio, and I come from Verona, of a decent and affluent family.
And what about you, sir?
My name is Leonardo. I've come around here to have fun with my friend, taking a break from the work of the estate.
Ah, so you move around in the name of adventure to squander your fortune and inheritance. You youngsters are wild and weird.
No, sir, not at all. In fact, to tell you the truth, we are young, cultured lads with a head.
Very rich. No man is such a fool to be married to him.
Be patient. There must be a good fellow in this world who would take her with all her faults and enough money.
I cannot tell, but tell me, who would like to be whipped by her or her tongue every minute?
Hortensio, don't get me wrong, but what I think is you should reconsider and leave the idea of marrying Bianca. Well, I also think I should get married to that lady in my neighborhood who showers so much love and attention on me.
Well, I totally agree with you. She's definitely a better choice.
Of course she is. Now let us wait and watch and attend to our work, our immediate concern.
Sir, two gentlemen wish to see you.
Have you seen them before, Miss Lucy?
Two new faces, sir. Have you seen before?
Did they stay the purpose?
His lands and goods.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. I apologize for the delay. I wonder what's holding up the bridegroom for so long. Please make yourselves comfortable.
Don't worry, Zenobia, sir.
Oh, gracious! What's holding up the bridegroom? What do they think we are? Fools or hesitating? To stand here and wait for his highness? Well, if you ask me, I'm pretty doubtful about his right. So get desperate
But a groom taking so long, never heard of.
The wait is so irritating. I could have taken marriage vows 10 times by now.
My throat's parched. Could do with a drink. God knows when they're going to get married and when we will toast.
Wow! I can imagine Catherine roasting and grilling the groom every day, every minute.
Excuse me, my dear husband. How many times have I roasted and grilled you?
I was just joking, darling.
Oh, you better be. Roast.
Love is blind, but marriage is an eye-opener. I'm glad another man joins the list.
Yes, another man.
I will always be curious to know the after effects of this marriage. Will the shrew be tamed, or will the groom become a hand-picked husband? I'm still in the process of training you. Wait till you're fully tamed, and then you'll follow me, like the nursery rhyme, the lamb's colored berry. Oh, I would love to follow you. Oh, no, that will become a huge problem for me. Suit yourself, dear. Oh.
You're already being tamed.
I have a different one. The groom seems to be of an extraordinary temperament. There is something unique about him. My gut feeling says he will take up for sure.
Let's wait and watch.
Oh, Petruchio, where are you? My old heart and mind cannot take so much strain. I hope all's well with Petruchio. My judgment about people cannot go wrong at this age.
Well, I knew it. I knew he'd never come. All he wanted to do was make a big joke out of this. Father, how could you believe a madman like him?
Catherine, calm down. I'm sure he'll be here at any moment now. Oh, Petruchio.
Signor Baptista.
Yes, what is it?
I just got news that a much-awaited groom is approaching. Thank heavens.
Are you sure, gentlemen?
Yes, sir.
Well, send for the priest.
Sure, sir.
My darling Catherine, Petruchio's almost here.
He'd rather be here. Where is my beautiful bride? Kay! Good day, gentlemen and ladies. Kay, good day. And good day, Signor Baptista.
Oh, Petruchio, you really took so long. The guests have been waiting. Good Lord, Petruchio, what are you wearing? This attire is not at all befitting for a bridegroom at all. Oh, you must be carrying the change. Well, come in and change fast. Let there be no more delay.
Signor Baptista, let's not worry anymore and let's just go to the church. Excuse me, are you going to get married in these clothes? I will not consent at all. Sweet Kate, let's not worry and let's get married.
But Petruchio, Catherine is right. You must change out of this weird attire first.
Signor Baptista, is Kate getting married to me or my clothes? Sweet Kate, come, let's get married. Clothes and jewels are secondary. Well, I refuse to get married in... Well, kid, may God never let this happen to anybody.
Well, sir, did you say something?
Nothing. Just run along. Just go. Leave.
I did not understand it.
Leave. My darling Kate. Sweet Kate. Come on. Let's get married.
What about the finery you promised to bring for me?
Well, you shall get all that after you declared my wife.
Well, I have my doubts. You seem to be a beggar right now, and jewels seem to be a far-fetched dream. Maybe you're a cheat or an imposter.
Keep all the synonyms and adjectives to describe me for a later date. Right now, let's get married. And before I forget, Senor Baptista.
I don't believe this. Oh my God! How can it look like this? Look at it. What look? Seems like a fancy dress child. Right? 2 loads of phone calls. Hard-headed Catherine has always found it challenging to her husband. Oh yes. All this while she was making that for others. Now she has appeared to be so untrue and unpleasant. How long do you think this wedding will last? Surely this is as good as dead in only a day or two. I am telling you. Well, so I'm ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, forgive us for the delay.
Not us. You delayed.
Kate! As a couple, we are supposed to do everything together. From now on, no I, no me. It's us and we.
I don't believe this.
Well, you have to. Father! Good day, Father. Here we come to seek the divine blessings. Let me just go that way.
With the power invested in me by the church, I ask you, Catherine, do you take Petruchio as your lawful husband, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and cherish until death? Do you part?
Yes, well, of course she does.
I ask you, Petruchio, do you take Catherine as your lawful wife, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and cherish until death? Do you part?
I do, Father! I do.
I bless these rings. The rings are a symbol of deep faith and love. Now, you may exchange your rings.
Give me your hand.
May the Lord, in His goodness, strengthen your consent and fill you both with His blessings. What God has joined, let no man put asunder. I now pronounce you man and wife.
Thank you, Father. Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations and celebrations. Let us all celebrate a new beginning. Congratulations and jubilations. We want a brother we're happy as can be. Congratulations and celebrations. So celebrate a new beginning. Congratulations and jubilations. We want the world to know we're happy as can be. Happy as can be.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Kate, are you trembling? You seem to... Kate! The shrew trembling, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm fine.
Senor Baptista, could we have some wine to toast to our newly married wife? I mean life.
Yes, of course, my son. May we have some wine, please?
Thank you. Well, here's to everybody's health and happy. Signor Baptista, who is that gentleman? Good day, sir. Why does your beard look so thin and hungry? Here, let it have some nourishment, sir.
Excuse me, this drops off your quality of drinking.
I
How
am
could you?
sorry, sir, but this is all a part of a complicated plan. I am extremely sorry, sir.
I am doomed to be living with such an angry and ill-tempered man. Father, what have you done to me?
Catherine, be positive and patient. Everything will be all right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you all must be famished by now. Well, let's all proceed towards the feast. Catherine and Petruchio, lead the way.
Signor Baptista, you all go and enjoy the sumptuous feast, while Catherine and I proceed homewards.
But son, how can you decline? The feast is in your honor.
I insist we leave immediately, sir.
I refuse to go before the feast.
Kate! You're neither starved nor a greedy girl. And as your husband, I can dispose of you as I please. Farewell, Signor Baptista, and ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending the wedding. Come, my darling, we shall go.
This is not fair, Father.
Petruchio, my friend, I'm staying back. I have to sort out things with Juliet and her parents.
Well, farewell, my friend, and take this with you. Enjoy.
Farewell, my friend.
Let's go. Come on, Kate, we have to get home. Here is the... Kate, I think this is too weak. We'll have to walk the distance.
What, are you out of your mind? I've never walked such distance in my entire life.
Poor animal, Kate. We are young and healthy. Let us journey together.
Well, I don't believe this.
You have to.
Master, let the lady sit on the horse while we can walk along.
Yes, sir. Our lady is not used to such a rough terrain. I can't bear to see the mistress in discomfort.
Who do you think you are? How dare you?
But sir, you were never like this.
Now I am. You don't like it? You have to like it. Well, you fools, move faster or else I'll bury you right here. Move! Come on! Come, my darling. We will have a pleasant journey.
What an unpleasant man I've married.
I love you, Kate. I love you so much, my darling. Come on, Kate.
Oh no, I can't take a step more. Petruchio, what kind of a wedding is this? Do you want to kill me? I refuse to take a step more. You have to make some arrangements to take me home.
Come on, Kate. I'm leaving. You see it's getting dark. And this is a forest. There are wild animals in the forest, Kate. Lions, leopards, tigers. Kate, I'm leaving.
Oh no, wait, I'm coming. Wait, you brute.
अच्छा उसने जाना है माइक ऑन कर दे
Our paradise is so beautiful. There is so much peace here.
Well, Lucentio, I'm quite worried about Catherine. The way Petruchio was acting was really scary.
Well, Catherine could just keep quiet or give it off. But I'm sure Petruchio will make her comfortable. May God bless them with peace, peace, and peace.
Well, I guess you're right.
And yes, Bianca, you've picked up the notes very well. It's good to see you learning so fast.
Well, music, it's my life.
Bianca, I wanted to ask you something.
Well?
Will you be my wife?
Oh, Lucentio, we have to take permission from my father.
Well, I'll surely wait till then.
Wow, look! Strawberries, cherries, and angels. This reminds me of the song. Can we have some music?
Strawberries, cherries, and an angel's kiss in spring. My summer wine is really made from all these things. I walked in town on silver spurs that jingle too. A song that I had only sang to just a few. She saw my silver spurs and said, let's pass some time. And I will give to you summer wine.
Come join us.
Berries, cherries, and an angel's kiss in spring. My summer wine is really made from all these things. Take off your silver spurs and help me pass the time. And I will give to you summer wine. My eyes grew heavy and my lips they could not speak. I tried to get up, but I couldn't find my feet. She reassured me with an unfamiliar line, and then she gave to me more summer wine. Ooh, summer wine. Strawberries, cherries, and an angel's kiss in spring. My summer wine is really made from all these things. Take off your silver spurs and help me pass the time. And I will give to you summer wine. Ooh, summer wine. When I woke up, the sun was shining in my eyes. My silver spurs were gone, my head fell twice its size. She took my silver spurs, a dollar and a dime, and left me craving for more summer wine. Ooh, summer wine. Strawberries, cherries, and an angel's kiss in spring. My summer wine is really made from
Welcome to your new house, Kate, my darling. You must be hungry. Come on, let's see what all has been laid out.
Wow, the food seems tempting, and the aroma is making my stomach growl.
Stop, Kate. You see this? The presentation is so poor. All the men in the kitchen today are fired.
I think the food's fine.
No, it isn't. It is raw. You don't eat raw meat, Kate. Raw meat. Where are the cooks?
What? What happened, Master?
What happened, you ask? The food happened. It is raw.
Master, we had taken a lot of pain and prepared the best recipes.
Master, I prepare this food with great love and patience, knowing that the lady of the house is coming.
I shall hang you both right now. I shall hang you.
Master, why are you so angry? Please forgive us.
Master, I've always prepared pleasing feast for you. I am bewildered.
It's okay, you both can leave.
It's not. I shall hang you later. But get out of my sight before I get my gun and shoot you in the head. Get out! Kate, my lovely Kate, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I had no idea they'd do this today, out of all the days. But Kate, those are the fools that live in this house. But I am not, Kate. I love you, Kate. Come on. You'll have to retire to bed without eating anything because of those fools. Come on, Kate. Oh my God! The pillows are so hard. These are not good enough for my Kate. I shall hang the housekeepers. Kate, darling, I am so sorry. They have never ever neglected their duties before. Kate, I promise you I shall hang them until their feet stop kicking. I shall kill those idiots before they see the sun. Kate, forgive me, my darling, and for today, you will have to take a nap on this chair itself. I am so sorry, my darling. So sorry.
What? No food, no sleep? Father, what have you done to me? This is a blunder.
I didn't know what has happened to Master. What has upset him so much?
He's always been so kind and thoughtful.
God only save us from his anger.
Do you think that the wedding is the reason for his anger?
Oh, it's better that we keep out of his way.
Oh, yes, yes, we better.
Good morning, my Kate. My darling. Good morning.
Good morning, Petrushia.
Rise inside. My darling, wake up.
Can't you wait?
Well, what are you getting ready for? I'm coming. Come on, Kate. Breakfast time. Kate, let's go. Come on. I'm coming. Come on, Kate. Sit, my darling. Sit. Oh, there is the fruit. Well, that's enough. Leave. Stop! This is bad again.
Not again, please. Have mercy on me. I've not had anything since
Take it
yesterday.
away.
Could you please get me something to eat?
I'm sorry, we can't go against Master. He'll kill us.
Has he married me to starve me to death? Even beggars at my father's place are fed to their heart's content. And here I am, who never knew how to beg for anything, is starved for the lack of food, giddy for the lack of sleep, as his shouting and angry outbursts trouble me. Oh my God!
My darling Kate, see what I got for you. I made this myself, Kate. I think this deserves a thank you. What? Not a word? I order this dish to be taken away.
Oh, please, I beg of you, please let it be.
Catherine the Shrew begging. Then you can have some. Come, my sweet Kate. There you go, my darling. Have some. Well, so, that's enough. Take this away, please.
I did not have enough of it.
Well, overeating isn't good for you, my darling. Overeating, and you're a girl. Overeating. Come on. I've got some good news for you. A messenger came by from your father's house. Your sister Bianca and Lucencio got married. The wedding took place in haste, and we have been invited to the wedding feast. I am sure you're eager to attend the feast, my darling.
Of course I am. I knew Bianca had set her heart out for Lucencio, though she always denied it. Their music mystery surely had some chemistry.
Yes, my dear, and you shall go to your father's place in the finest of clothes. Send for the tailor, please.
Good day, sir. Good day, ma'am. Here's the cap your worship had ordered.
You call this a cap? This is not a cap. This is smaller than a walnut shell. You know what is a walnut shell?
But what's the problem, sir?
This is not a hat.
I like it, and all gentlewomen wear caps such as these.
You shall have one when you are gentle, my darling. Gentle.
Excuse me, sir. I trust I may have the leave to speak, for speak I will. People have heard me speak my mind, and if you cannot do that, you better stop your ears.
Oh, I love you for not liking the cap, Kate.
Love me or love me not, I do not care, and I like the cap, and I will have it.
Oh, leave it. You say you want to see the gown, my darling. Bring in the gown, please.
Sure, sir.
When did I ask for the gown?
But you need one. He's getting it. Calm down.
Here's the gown, sir.
I've never seen a gown prettier than this one.
Is this a gown? What material have you used? This is not a gown. And is this a sleeve? It fell. And it is a sleeve. It's like a demi-cannon carved up and down like an apple tart. Darling, you cannot wear this. This is disgusting.
But sir, you told me to make it according to the latest fashion. And I think I've made it as per your directions only.
No! Take it away. Take it! And don't forget that.
Master, may I ask you a question?
Don't forget that.
Sure, sir. You have spent a fortune in these clothes. How can you just throw them away? This is a very expensive outfit. I'm so confused.
No. Listen to me. Am I telling you to throw these away? No. Telling you to take it away. Take it away. Keep them with you safely. And I'll tell you to bring them back.
Sure, sir.
Yes.
Why
Good
would
day,
you
sir.
do that?
Not
Day,
a
ma'am.
word or a tantrum. Or you can stay here for the rest of your life.
I better keep quiet for now and settle scores with him later.
Well, my darling, it's 7 o'clock right now, so we will reach your father's place by lunchtime.
I think you're mistaken, sir. It's 2 o'clock and we'll reach my father's place by supper time, not lunchtime.
Well, it shall be what time I say it is. And Kate, you still are contradicting me. And therefore, I shall not go today. And when I go, it shall be what time I say it is.
Yes, sir, I agree with you. Now,
then let's go. Come on. Come on. Kate, look. The moon is shining so brightly.
the moon, it is the sun, sir.
Now, by my mother's son, that is myself. That is the moon. And it shall be whatever I say it is. The moon, the stars, the sun. Whatever I say it is.
Then let us go forward. I pray it shall be the sun, the moon, or whatever you please it to be. And if you pray it to be a candle, then it shall be a candle.
Well, I say it is the moon.
Yes, sir, it is the moon.
Are you out of your senses, Kate? That is the blessed sun.
Oh, it is the blessed sun.
Good day, fair lady. Kate, have you ever seen a more beautiful lady in your life? Look at her. How elegant she is. Beautiful Kate. Fair Kate. Embrace her for her beauty's sake, my darling.
Of course. Young lady, you're so fair, fresh and sweet. Where are you going? Your parents must be lucky to have a fair child like you.
Are you out of your senses, Kate? That is a man, an old, wrinkled man, Kate. Old, wrinkled man with a beard like me. Mine is better, though. Apologize.
Pardon me, gentlemen. The sun had dazzled my eyes, but now I see that you are a reverend father. Pardon me for my folly, please.
I thought you two were joking with me. Children these days can do anything. They seem to forget that one day they too shall grow old.
Sir, may we know your name and which way you're headed to?
Well, my name is Vincentio, and I'm going to meet Signor Baptista, whose daughter is married to my son, Lucentio.
Yes, sir, this is Catherine, Signor Baptista's elder daughter, and we are headed to the wedding feast as well. Let us proceed together, sir, after you. Come.
Maybe Petruchio's doing all this on purpose. Maybe not. But now I realize how terrible and nasty I've been. People must be hating on me. Father, forgive me, please.
Good day, Signor. It's such a pleasure to have my daughter Bianca to be married into your family. I too am pleased to welcome Bianca into my family. I hope she enjoys her married life. Good day, Catherine. Good day, Petruchio. It's such a pleasure to see you. Everybody has been waiting. Let's proceed towards the feast.
Should I go or should I stay? The band had only one more song to play. Then I saw you out the corner of my eyes. A little girl alone and so shy. I had the last waltz with you. Two lonely people together. I fell in love with you. The last waltz should last forever. But the love we had was going strong. Through the good and bad we get along. When the flame of love died in your eyes, my heart was broken too when you said goodbye. Forever. It's two lonely people together. I fell in love with you. The last one should last forever. The last one should last forever. La 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 la. La 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 la.
पहले गाओ बदतम कोई बात नहीं लास्ट में लगा लेंगे ग्रैंड फिनाले में यहाँ लगाओ यार इसमें फंसाओ ये मुझे अभी एंट्री करनी है बस हो गया ठीक है थैंक यू
So, Petruchio and Catherine, I hope you're having a blissful married life.
Well, Father, do you... Kate, my lovely Kate, do you intend on going back immediately? Well, Father, Petruchio's taken good care of me. Congratulations to the newly married. Congratulations, Bianca.
Good morning, my friend. I too finally got married.
Well, you had to someday, my friend. I am so happy for you both. Congratulations. And you too. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm the happiest father on earth. Let's all sit and celebrate this newly found happiness and togetherness.
But father, you and the gentleman can sit here while the ladies go to the adjoining chamber.
Yes, of course, my child.
See you in a while, kid.
So, Petruchio, I can see the happiness of victory on your face. Am I right?
Well, yes, Father. You can verify that for your own self.
Well, then let's sit and celebrate.
Sure, Father.
Now, in good sadness, son Petruchio, you've got the angriest and the wildest wife of all.
No, Father, not at all. In fact, to verify the truth, let us all send for our wives, and whoever's wife comes first shall win the bet.
Yes. Agreed a bet of 20 pounds.
What? 20 pounds? I wouldn't bet a hawk around for that.
Well, since I am confident of winning, well, I am more confident than you. I raise the bet to 100 crowns.
Well, that seems interesting.
Go and tell my wife Bianca that I desire to see her right now. As you say, sir.
Sir, my sister tells the one that she is busy and cannot come.
Is that an answer for a wife, Lucentia?
Well, Petruchio, you'll get an even worse answer.
Let's see.
Go and entreat. I may request my wife to come. As you say, sir.
My! A request. And she should come immediately. Right, Father?
Yes, of course.
Sir, my mistress says you must be having some joke in your mind. Therefore, she would not come. In fact, she bids you come to her.
Worse and worse. She bids you go to her, Lucentia. Are you listening, my friend? Let me teach you some obedience. Learn. Watch and learn. Go to your mistress and tell her that I command her to come to me.
Yes, sir.
Now you're going to see what obedience is, fellows.
Oh, my holy dame! Here comes Catherine. I cannot believe my eyes.
What is your will, sir, that you sent for me?
Where is your sister and Hortensio's wife?
They're sitting by the parlor fire and talking,
Well, go fetch her.
assisting each other. And where there's love, there is no place for ego. Now I know that anger is like the wind that blows out the lamp of the mind. So, when anger sets in, let silence grip it. My life was going like the wind in the sand, and the rock was formed when you held my hand. Petruchio, today I will say what's there in my heart.
Well,
I love you. I love you, Petruchio.
I love you too, my sweet Kate.
Petruchio, your resolve has been finally fulfilled. You have tamed the shrew.
Yes, I have.
Well, I'm the happiest father on earth. May we have some music, please?
You're right.
Yesterday my life was Sunny, sunny, you smile at me and really ease the pain. The dark days are gone and the bright days are here. My sunny one shines so sincere. Sunny, one so true. I love you. Sunny, sunny, thank you for the sunshine. Okay. Sunny, sunny, thank you for the love you brought my way. You gave to me your all and all, and now I feel 10 feet tall. Sunny, one so true. I love you. Sunny, sunny, thank you for the truth you let me see. Sunny, sunny, thank you for the facts from A to Z. My life was torn like a wind-blown sand, and the rock was formed when you held my hands. Sunny, one so true, I love you. Sunny, sunny, thank you for the smile upon your face. Sunny, sunny, one so true. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Well, dear audience, I hope we were able to arrest your interest and attention and give you a gratifying evening. We now have the grand finale. Come. Come. These are our prop girls, the hands that worked patiently and sincerely backstage. The beautiful props that you had were their doing. And now come our dancers. up, Kubun, shift up and turn. Shift up. Children, please make it fast. We now have the cast. We have the happy and content father, Baptista. And Petruccio's friend who got a wife. Of course. Last but I now request our head girl to please, and sister, to please escort our esteemed chief guest to come up on stage and address the audience and the participants. Sister Stephanie Roriggs, Principal, Loreto Convent, Tara Hall, all the staff members, teachers, non-teaching members, distinguished guests, parents, and dear, dear children. It's my proud privilege to be in Tara Hall for the annual function today, for which I am very, very, very grateful to the principal who thought and invited me to this great occasion.
I'm sure all of you must have enjoyed as much as I did. Being an old student of this school was a great moment for me to be here amongst you all. And after so many years, though sister was kind enough to invite us on certain other occasions also, and I'm sure that you all know the Loreto Convent changed hands in between. It was with Sacred Heart. Even then, the principal was kind enough and always gave us lot of love and respect to our family. And so did Sister Stephanie Rodriguez, who took over the school, and we were so thrilled because it was always a matter of pride for us to be called Loreto Convent Girls. I may tell you that I have been educated in Shimla, and Shimla had wonderful schools. Thanks to those Britishers who were far-sighted and who thought that how much important education is to a child. It was in those days that our prestigious schools in Shimla, like Bishop Cotton School, St. Edward's School, Tara Hall School, Auckland House School, St. Thomas School, and many other schools which are still doing so well and giving the best of education to our children, were thought by those people, and they were far-sighted. It was because of them, I may mention to you that it was Sister Mary Ward of the 17th century, who in Ireland thought of imparting education, and it was her brainchild. And this is how the Irish nuns traveled from all over. Where is Ireland? Far, far away. It was just with the intention to give our children the best of education that they traveled all the way in late 18s, I think, and they came to Shimla and made this prestigious school. We are, I think, being proud that now 125 years will be completed. Am I right? Yes. And this is the history of this school. And when we were also students, we always felt very proud. At that time, even we were fortunate enough to have those Irish nuns with us. I think most of you must not have seen those days. I'm talking of early 70s when I was here as a student. Tara Hall ran a branch which is called Chalet, which was also under Tara Hall. That was meant for children who were residing in far-flung areas. And it was difficult for them to reach Tara Hall. So then they thought that why not open a small school. It was run from nursery onwards till class 6. And one sister would come there every day in a rickshaw. And we would see her in the morning with a tiny dog also in the rickshaw, and she would come there. So we were fortunate because we were living in that vicinity. So we joined Chalet. And from nursery onward till 6th, I did my schooling there. And after that, 7th onwards, I was in Tara Hall. And in those days, you know, it was Cambridge. And then, as you later on saw that it became ICSE. And now with the changing times, it has become CBSE. And we are proud to have this school doing so well and imparting the best of education to our children. I'm sure you all will agree with me that education plays a very, very important role in our lives. It is this education which we got from this school, this institute, which has made us proud and made us stand where we are standing today. I may tell you, when we were in school, there were many, at that time it was a residential school also, and many children came from overseas, from other parts of India, because there was a boarding school in Tara Hall. And at that time, the students did so well. Children residing in the school, they had more time to devote besides their studies. So it was education as well as other co-curricular activities in which the children participated. Whether it was debates, whether it was sports, whether it was other activities. I think the boarders got more time because the day scholars wanted to leave home as soon as the school closed. So there were play fields, playgrounds, and something or the else would be going on in the school, whether it was debates, and every child who had interest or the ability would take part in debates, sports, and so on, so forth. I feel proud to say when I was in school, we had outstanding children and we would look up to them and they will be our ideal and we would think, why can't we do as good as they are doing? I remember Naina Lal, I am sure you all must have heard this name. She did excellently well in school also. She was a good debater. She was a good sports person. She was excellent in her studies, whatever subject she topped her subject. And later on, you know what a famous lady she became. She worked for the bank, and I think she is the highest Indian lady banker who is doing so well. And she's made us proud. She's made the school proud. Another name which comes to my mind is Meera Nair. Meera Nair also was there when we were students. And we used to always watch her bubbling here and there with so much of activity. She wanted to be on the stage. She wanted to be on the play field. She wanted to be in the school activities, taking part in so many things. And as you know, she also rose to such heights. She went into the film line. She became a director. And she made not only the school proud, not only the parents proud, but India proud. India proud. She became such a well-known film producer. And you must have seen many of the films made by her. In the sports of fields, Nonita Lal was another girl who did excellently well. She later became a golfer and she excelled in a field and she made a name for herself. So many names I can quote who did well in school in those days. Another little girl, Anita Nariman. There's a famous lawyer who resides in Bombay. She was his daughter and now she is doing social service. She does a lot of work for the handicapped children, the downtrodden people, and she's doing excellently well. If you go to Bombay, if you go to Google, you can search her name and it'll come and show you how much she's doing for the poor people. So these were the girls with whom we grew up, and they have made proud of the school, this institution, and we really believe that what this school has given to us. As I was coming, I shared these moments when I was walking down, that this is my second home. Because when we are in a home, it is our parents who teach us. It is a home which teaches us. But when we come to school, it is our teachers who teach us. Whatever we are today, our parents have played a very important role. Our household has played a very important role. In fact, I should not forget to mention even our staff, even our maids, even the people who served us taught us so much at home. We were taught how to behave, how to move, how to interact with people. These were the lessons given to us. In fact, in the paper only today I was reading, there was an article on teachers, since there's been this Teachers' Day on the 5th of September. So there's a write-up by somebody who says that how important teachers are in our lives. Maybe school teachers, everybody can be a teacher. We have our experience, and through our experience, we can also teach children. Similarly, there are so many people whom we interact. We share our thoughts, we share our moments, and we learn from them also. Besides that, I think education is very, very important to a child. And in those days when we were studying in the school, there were very, very few students. because at that time people could not afford to send their children to such high schools, though the fees was not high. It was, I remember when I started school, our fees, you will not believe, it was just 35 rupees. Then it went up to 40, then 45, then 60, then 65. Eventually, by the time we passed out school, it was not more than 300 or 325 rupees. That was the basic fees we paid. Now, if you listen to the figures, things have changed. I know things have become more expensive, but now people still, with all these high prices, still people want that we can cut down on other things, but we cannot afford to cut down on the education of our children. We want to give them the best of education. And in those days, I am talking when I was in school, there were very few good families residing in Shimla because the population was very less. Hardly the population was so less that children were going to either Chelsea or that was called Jason Mary or Tara Hall or Auckland House or St. Thomas or many other schools. But those days, people never thought that times will come where the population of Shimla will increase. Now the people living in the villages also have come up with this thinking that if we are not educated, we have to make sure that our children are educated. In those days, if you saw Dhali and Sanjoli, they were like mountains with no building. And now if you see, it's full of buildings. Why? Because people have left their homes and come and made houses and started living in these areas so that they can educate their children. So to give best of education to the children, parents have played a big role, and parents feel that their children should get the best of education. Why not? Why not? In this competitive world, when there is so much for our children to compete, our children to look forward to, so they must be given the best of education. That's why there is so much stress on the schools that during admission days, everybody wants to be admitted to the best of schools. I'm sure sister will agree with me because there's a lot of pressure from everywhere, from every angle. Even we approach her, please, can you admit so-and-so? Can you admit so-and-so? Similarly, it's in other schools also. That's because now the society feels that with the changing times, we must give the children the best of education. And I believe that not only education, there are so many other spheres in which children can participate. I must congratulate you for the lovely act you put up today. It was a beautiful show, and it was one of the plays written by Shakespeare, William Shakespeare. In our days, we used to read about William Shakespeare in our course, English literature, whether it was any of the... You all are young girls. One day you will pass out from school, you'll do your college, you'll do your further studies, and ultimately there will be a pressure from your parents, you have to get married. Because that's the way of life. That's a way of life. You have to choose a partner, you have to settle down in life. But what is important is not choosing a partner. What is not important is getting married. What is important that you have to have somebody who has compassion, who has love, who has understanding to share your life with. You must share your life with somebody who understands you. Just see how beautifully they acted. The girl, how she was with her in her father's house, how this gentleman, he comes up and he proposes to her, and how he mends her. That's why this play is known as the Taming of the Shrew, because he tamed that girl, and how she fitted into the family, how well she adjusted. And in the end, that she told us that it is not the dress, it is not anything else. It is the soul which matters. It is the heart which matters. It is the compassion we must have for each other, which makes a family. So this is a very, very important, and I'm happy that you chose this subject to be enacted today as your annual play. And I'm sure every girl will learn a lesson from this play, what we saw as acted by these children. I will not hold you long. I know it's getting late. Everybody wants to be with their parents now, and the parents want to feel proud that our children acted so well on the stage. But there are little 2-3 things which I would like to share with you. I'm happy that the school is not only, besides education, it's giving you value education, which you need to learn, because there are, in our society, we are fortunate enough that we can come to convent schools. We can get the best of education. There may be many children who are deprived of all these things. We have to keep them in mind. We have to work for them. We have to do our best to make them also feel that you are also equal to us. So this is what our value education teaches us, that we have to be in touch with the needy people, we have to be in touch with the deprived people and help them as much as we can to also give them the best in life. I'm happy to learn that there is one JPIC also being taught in school, which says justice, peace, integrity and creativity. All these things are very important, and I'm sure since you're learning it from your teachers, you give a lot of emphasis to this, because in the end of the day, along with the education, you have to be a very, very good human being. And not with gold ornaments, but with a golden heart. Golden heart. You must have a golden heart in the end of the day, so that people feel proud, your parents feel proud, your teachers feel proud to say that these are the children we gave birth to. The state also will feel proud that these are children from Himachal. These are children from our state, doing so well in life. They are good human beings, and they are doing so well in society, and they are compassionate, they are loving, they are caring, they are needy. So this is what our education teaches us. We also learned this in school when we were in school. Our sisters, our teachers taught us to be compassionate and be considerate towards others. We had a nature class which taught us how to love nature, how to be kind to nature, whether it was animals, whether it was plants. So I'm sure you also being taught, and time to time, like during these rainy seasons, you go out doing one mahotsav, you plant trees, you take care of trees. That just is to imbibe those feelings that you must love nature. See the tragedies which have happened in Himachal lately. They've been huge, huge landslides taking lives of so many people. What does this teach us? This teaches us the more you fidget with nature, the more it will curse us. The more we try and hurt nature, the more it will retaliate and come back to us. So we have to also be kind to this earth, to these trees, to these plants, to this environment. So I'm sure you are being taught all these things in school. Along with this, you do social service. I feel happy to know that in your social service, you have you do community service, you work for the people, you work for the downtrodden, and besides that, you even have blood donation camps. I'm sure there's an age limit beyond that. Below that you can't donate blood, but when you become of that age, you donate blood and save a life. You save a life. The other day I was reading in the paper that a small child who was to not live because of an accident or some disease or something, but the parents were kind enough to donate every part of that child. Today in the paper I read, in the Tribune or somewhere, that every part, whether it was the liver, whether it was the heart, whether it was the kidney, whether it was the eyes, that was donated by the parents, that child, a few months old child, and that has given life to so many people. So that's a great thing. You always must keep that in mind, because this is what leads us and gives us so much of satisfaction and happiness in life. And another thing which I want to share with you, that one also must be always very grateful. I was just thinking, why did Sister Stefina call me for this function? It is just gratefulness. Not towards me, not towards me. I think she showed it through me, because I remember when we were in school, there were hardly any playgrounds, there were hardly any such auditoriums. It is the government. It is the government. Last time she had called the Chief Minister here. I'm just mentioning this to you because just it came to my mind that sister loves our family, shows that affection towards our family because she is grateful. When she needed money for these buildings to come up, for these auditoriums to be made, for these playgrounds to be made, she went to the Chief Minister and the Chief Minister helped her with the funds, and this is how all this came up. Thanks to him, we all should be grateful because in the end of the day, it is gratitude which pays. Why I'm sharing with you? Because you all are busy with your studies, teachers are teaching you. Who knows how much of hard work the principal had to put in. She had to see that to accommodate so many children, to make these big fields, to make this auditorium, to raise these buildings, she needed fund. She needed fund. And when she approached the government, the Chief Minister was kind enough to give her that fund, and that is how today, while coming down only, she said, this is the first function we are holding after this. So thank you, sister. Thank you for giving us the honor and you being grateful. This shows that in your heart of hearts, you know who has helped you in your dire need. And you showed that gratitude. It is not towards me. It is towards the person who has helped you for giving you a better education and what basic facilities you needed for the school. Another thing which I would like to share with you, that since you are small children, you are devoted to your studies, never forget that how important teachers are in your life. No? Today we are also, what I am today, I'm nothing more. I've been in the parliament thanks to the education I got. Had I not been educated, I wouldn't have been there. Nobody would have considered me also. But because I had a good education, so I could make it to that forum. And similarly, besides that, what compassion I'm talking about, I imbibed those compassion when I was a student, and I always felt when I become big, I was moved by Mother Teresa. And I used to always think when I grow up, I'll join Mother Teresa and do social work, work for the downtrodden, work for the people who need us. But it was God's will. God placed me in such a position. I work for the Red Cross. You all know what Red Cross is. So Red Cross is a society which not only works in India, but all over the world. There are Red Cross societies. And this society was made during World War time, when our warriors would be in the field, nobody to look after them, nobody to take care of them. So there was this gentleman who came forward and he says, come, let's help our soldiers, let's help our patients who are lying in the fields. So he was the one who made Red Cross, and it has branches all over the country. So this is one society for which I work, and we work day and night so that we can help the needy people, we can help the downtrodden, we can give our services to those people who require our services. So in the end of the day, you must all be compassionate, full of compassion, and you must respect your teachers, firstly, your parents and yourself. You have an identity, you are a person on your own. So firstly, you respect yourself. If you don't have respect for yourself, nobody will respect you. So one must learn how to respect yourself. So you respect yourself, you respect the society you live in, your parents, your teachers, your family, everybody. If you give respect, you will in return get respect. That is very important. So I'm sure your teachers are teaching you all these things, but as I got a chance to address you all, so I thought it my duty that these are basic values which we must inculcate in our character, and we must build our character and go forward. Another thing, we see so many things happening in the society. Recently, you must have read the papers, so much was happening in Himachal itself. There was a rape case, there was so much turmoil, so much halla-gulla about it. Why do you think these things happen? The basic cause is drugs. So we must do and work for this nuisance which has created in our society. And as I told you, through Red Cross also we do a lot of work so that we train our children, we tell our children that keep away from drugs. This is the basic reason for all this violence which is happening in our society. So even as friends, you can talk to your friends, you can tell your friends, you can talk at home, you can talk with your parents in your home. You must tell everybody that how we ourselves should stay away from drugs, and teach others also, whether they are boys, whether they are young children. We must tell them that this is something, if we get into this, our whole lives are ruined, and we can never, never, never get away from this. So it is the worst thing that can happen to a child. There are many children I've seen whom parents send from their homes to educate them, but unfortunately they take this wrong path, and this is how they turn and end their lives they make a mess of their lives. So this is one abuse which we should be cautious, and we should always remember and fight for it. And in the end, I would again congratulate you all. All our singers sang so well. Miss Tandon, I think, I don't know your name, but your sister used to be in school with me. Susan Tandon only. Acha, okay. Okay, okay. So she did a good job. She gave you the direction. You all sang so well. And so similarly, all the students who are on the stage. Every child's performance was excellent, excellent, I must say. I have no words to praise you all, but really it was too good. And it reminded me of the good old days when we were also in school. And once I remember in 1971, Benazir Bhutto had come to sign an agreement with Indira Gandhi here in Shimla, and it was the father who was to sign that agreement, and Benazir had also. That time she was not a president or something, she was just a daughter of the president of Pakistan. And when they came here, so they were busy signing that agreement, they didn't know how to entertain Benazir. So they asked Tara Hall to perform a play for her. So Tara Hall performed one play called HMS Pinafore. It was enacted earlier also, long time back, but they again repeated that. And in that play also, many of the students, they took part, and it made the children feel so proud that we were on the stage with Benazir Bhutto. We still have photographs which she is sitting in on the stage, and with all our children around us. So it was a great moment for Tara Hall, and this is how Tara Hall has been doing these great shows over the years, and many good plays have been acted, and it sent a good message and taught us a moral. Like today we learnt a moral from your play. Which in the end I would like to thank sister, her team, teachers who have put in their best. How much of effort your teachers must have put in so that you did so well on the stage. So thanks to them. 80-90% thanks to the teachers who worked so hard day and night to make their children do so well. And lastly, I would like to thank the parents also, with whose encouragement the children are here today. Thanks to you. And I'm sure that not only the teachers, the parents also teach children a lot. But since we are now, mother is working, father is working, we have no time for the children. We send them to school. In the end of the day, they are busy with the homework, they are busy, they have no time with the parents. But I may tell you that parents also play a vital role in the lives of the children. So please, please, please do not neglect your children. You must give them the basic values, you must give them the basic education which is given at home, the values, how to value your society, how to value your culture. These things are taught by the children. When we were small, there were our Dada Dadi with us, and they used to teach us Ramayana, Gita, Mahabharata. This is how we learned from them. So I think now no longer the grandparents stay with them, but it is for the parents also to teach the basic values, especially a girl child. It is very, very important because she has to go through so much in life. So if the mother tells us that no, your character is very important, you must be a girl with high character, this is what is very important. Secondary is education, but character formation is equally important. We must give due emphasis to our character. If we have a good character, they say if you lose money, you lose nothing. But if you lose character, you lose everything in life. So you must stand by and you must give importance to these values of to yourselves, so that we feel proud that our children from Tara Hall are doing so well. They've come up so well, in not only in India, but now you get a chance to go abroad also and take part in sports and other co-curricular activities and so many other things. So in the end, I would again thank sister, her team, teachers, parents and dear children for giving me the opportunity to be amongst you all today and witness this lovely play. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you for encasing your thoughts in those beautiful words, ma'am. Thank you so much. Please accept a little token of appreciation and gratitude from our side, please, for taking time off. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. We know you have a very, very hectic schedule.
God bless you all our blessings to you. May you rise.
Thank you. Rishika, hold the. May I now invite Sister Stephanie, our principal, to please say a few words.
First of all, I would like to thank God for His unseen presence with us throughout the practices and again throughout the day today. To Rani Pratibha Singh Ji, thank you for taking out your precious time and coming to us here. It was a proud privilege and honor to have you here with us as our chief guest. Thank you for accepting our invitation. And as ma'am said, we are very grateful to you for the great contribution that the Chief Minister made for us towards our hall. And when I went to thank him, he held my hand and he said, "As long as I'm here, you have nothing to fear." And with his most captivating smile. So I heartily thank our Chief Minister for his goodness towards our school. It is so very nice, parents, to see such happiness around right now. Happiness in you, in our friends who we have invited, our children. The annual concert is usually the highlight of the school year for us, a time to liberate the talents of our young children so that they use them for a greater purpose that adds value to this world through lives they will touch later on. This almost 2 hours program is not only quality time, but fun time that creates great memories for everyone present here. And as you saw and as you heard Pratibha Singh Ji reminiscing her days in school, I know our children here, after many, many years, from a variety of people to make it happen. I thank very especially our supervisor, Mr. Naresh, who with his team was seeing to the lights, and all the other organization, to his team, the office staff who very quietly work there. So, sir, hats off to you. to Ma'am Susan for conducting the choir, and a lovely choir, and sang so beautifully and kept the play going. You were the life actually of the play. That's your children to us and for trusting us enough to shape them. Nothing will stop us from moving forward. And I congratulate you, children, each one of you. The practices that we have had, maybe sometimes you got a little scolding here and there, but I know you didn't mind because you know that that's what happens when we are practicing for a concert. But you, each one of you, were excellent. And I think they need a round of applause from all of us. And you know, we never take up much time. We always, I think we work under pressure better. So it's only towards the last 8 days, then we are all, you know, we lose our tempers and all a little bit, but we know the end is always good. But we never waste much time. If you ask the children how much time they actually had for the practice, I think only about 10 days we all got together. Otherwise, they were learning their parts at different times. Parents, thank you. Thank you for coming in great numbers, because the children always look up to you and they're happy when they see you among the audience. Otherwise, they feel that you're not bothered. Thank you for coming and making them happy. Your children are the greatest blessings in your life, and they will only be young only once. Once they grow up, you will, and once after +2, as I have been saying to many parents, you will never get them. They'll go and they will not come back. They'll get married also outside. So you have them till +2. So love them, enjoy them, and be with them these few years, because each time you see, now they're in class 7, 8, 9, and the years are becoming fewer and fewer with them. So enjoy them, and you children also be good to your parents, because you get your parents only once, and once you go out, life will be different outside. So you too, love your parents, enjoy your life with your parents, and your parents will be the same with you. So these few years that you have, be together, be bonded. So big thank you, parents. Thank you to the teachers. Thank you, children. And thank God. And I thank everyone, very especially our chief guest, Rani Pratibha Singh Ji. Thank you very, very much. So God bless you, parents. A good evening or maybe good night, whatever. And you can collect your children. The teachers will tell you where you have to collect your children. They also know where they have to be collected. So thank you once again. And thank you for being a good audience. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, sister, for your encouraging words and for applauding the effort of the school family as a whole. Children, we are proud of you. We love you. Though we scold you at times, but then that's for your welfare. So the end result is always good when you are tamed with a little bit of strictness. It's always good. Thank you so much. May I now request you all to please stand for the national anthem. What happened?
पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा
Dear parents, please hold on till the chief guest leaves the hall, please. It's a humble request. Just stand here, I've let it be now. When stand here? नहीं नहीं हाँ वही तो चलो रहने दो we were waiting for the अब क्या बोलना और मैं इसको बोल के आई कि now all the teachers just tell the parents हाँ वो भी मैंने लिखी dispersed from the field Dear parents, all the children will. Is it raining outside? No. Achha. Sorry.